And welcome to Championship Sunday inside Carver Hawkeye Arena as the Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball team goes for the regular season Big Ten title. Clark, she'll dial up a three and swish it just from the edge of the logo.
She was like, why not?
Clark on the left side weaves her way to the basket, kicks it right side for Taiwo. Three-pointer, count it. And here's a Clark steal. And the right-handed layup is good. Got it away from Naz Hillman. Marshall across the timeline with 3 seconds. Drives right side, floats it up at the buzzer, swishes it.
So I just decided to dribble it, just throw it up there. Honestly, it's nice to see a three go in after not making one in 2 games, but so I think that just kind of gave me confidence to keep shooting in the next quarters.
Right side to the left block, 31-25. Clark, a deep three-pointer, drills it just left to the top of the key.
You know, that's just her normal place she shoots from right there, but still farther than the majority of D1 basketball players.
Clark pulls up deep three and hits it.
And this crowd is into it.
Clark right now is in the zone. That's what they say here. She is in the zone.
45-36, Clark again, count it! A three from the left side.
Shot it! What is happening? That is fire. Fire coming off those fingertips. Caitlin Clark.
3 Wolverines nearby. Clark will give it up. And they'll knock down the 3 anyway. Feuerbach hits it. After trailing by as many as 11, a stunning second quarter for Iowa to take charge in front of a packed house here in Iowa City.
Behind the arc, now a step back three.
Yeah, baby.
Swishes it just right at the top of the key. Across the timeline, dribbles between her legs, angles right side. Now we'll stop and fire a three-pointer. Count it.
Give her an inch, she'll take a 3. That's what she's going to do here.
Lob pass, Sonato grabs it, goes up strong, and finishes behind her head.
That's an all Big Ten center. That's what that was.
Here's Clark across the timeline. She'll pull for 3. Got it. The edge of the logo.
Clark creates some space. Knocks down another one. You've got a number 8, and she's got 34.
Sonato gets it out to Warnock for 3. Got it.
You know it.
First hoop for McKenna Warnock. Clark fakes left, goes right. Bounce pass inside. Sonato finish with the left hand and contact.
Clark was breaking ankles to get that ball to Monica Sonato. It's one thing to break ankles and hit and go in for a shot for yourself. She broke ankles to get a bounce pass to a post. That is unselfish. That is great basketball.
Clark feeds right side. Gabby Marshall for 3. Got it. And this place is deafening. Here's Kate Martin for 3. Got it. Right in front of the Iowa bench.
And they're sensing the party is underway in Iowa City. Does this kid look like she's having any fun or what?
And there it is, a Big Ten Championship Sunday. The Iowa Hawkeyes defeat the Michigan Wolverines by the final score of 104-80 and claim the Big Ten Championship.
You know, this is so much more fun than when 2008 when we won it. We won it on the road, and we didn't have any of you with us. This Big Ten championship belongs to these women, but it also belongs to you. You fans are the best in America, no doubt. But I thought Kylie played really well today. Tommy played well. Addie went in and did some good things that we needed her to because of the foul trouble that Monica was in. And then Gabby, that was fun. I mean, just what a great way for these seniors to go out, Tommy and Logan, to have this. And it was our defense in the second quarter because the first quarter we couldn't stop them. You know, we tried different defenses and we were struggling. We went back to player, and these guys got after it. I mean, and defensively, and that's really what got us going.
Like I said, the people in this locker room, the coaches, they never got it first single second. We just always buying. That's going on almost every single day. And I think it's kind of similar to last season. Like, we're hitting our stride at
the perfect time, and that's what you need. Once we got everybody back, everybody healthy, it really felt like all the pieces were just coming together, and you know, that's perfect. And yeah, we love this moment, but why not get 2 and then take it into March? You know, that's what it's about. We're not satisfied here, and we're going to be hungry for more.
The Heartland is brought to you by Hy-Vee, the official grocery partner of Iowa Hawkeye football. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. And by the University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives.
After bagging their 5th road victory of the season Saturday at Ohio State, and the first win over a ranked opponent this season, the Iowa Hawkeyes go gunning for win number 500 inside Carver Hawkeye Arena. Opened in 1983, the old girl will have a new look this evening. The now retired jerseys or numbers of 4 former greats will rise to the rafters in honor of Charles Chuck Darling, Murray Weir, Roy Marble, and the 2-time National Player of the Year, Luca Garza, who is here to witness the festivities. Here's Patrick McCaffrey. Jump shot is good from 17. Here's J-Bo on the inbounds feed to Tony Perkins. Back to Bohannon. His standstill 3, good. Left wing. For Keegan, left wing. He drives inside hard to the baseline. Step back jumper, good. Silky smooth. Everything he does is silky smooth.
He's on automatic here. He is playing with so much confidence right now.
Lobs right of the lane for Keegan Murray. Shot fake, puts the ball on the ground, drives into a double team, leans in, left hand, and scores. What a move by Keegan Murray. Here's Michigan State running back, missing another jump shot. That one by Walker. Here's Tony Perkins with a run out, score, and a foul called on Michigan State. And the Hawks got him on the run early.
They do, getting control the boards, Gary. That's what they're doing.
13-12 to play, first half. Keegan Murray stands still 3, good, that helps. Keegan Murray, a 3, good on the inbounds pass. Good job by Jordan Bohannon. Talk about 2 guys on the same wavelength. Joe Toussaint, a step back jumper, good. That's a long 2 by Joe T. Eulis, left wing, Sanford, deep 3, good.
Wasting no time looking like a young Jordan Bohannon. Shot it from the MediaCom logo.
Chris Murray with a nice move, pump up jumper, left of the lane, no good. Tip back is good by 6'7" Peyton Sanford. Strong side putback. Iowa's lead is 12. Eulis for Connor McCaffrey. He lobs up a 3. Good! Connor McCaffrey. Big 3 at Ohio State to end the game the other day. And early on tonight, Connor McCaffrey, another 3. Good! 2 for 2 is Connor Mack. Here's Eulis. Hops into the paint, turns, shoots, and scores. Little lollipop. Now they get the ball right back inside to Keegan. He drives in on Hall. Turns, shoots, scores. Off glass and in. He's amazing. 16 points for Keegan Murray. Left side for Christie. He's going to have to force something up. Lost the ball. Here comes Tony Perkins with a steal. Got 1 man to beat. Slides into the lane. Misses the runner, but right behind him is Keegan Murray. He could see Keegan streaking in from the left side to clean up, and that he did. McCaffrey tries to match the 3 and does. That is a emphatic statement on the comeback 3 for Iowa. Double team on Hogard. He slides through it, then almost threw it away. And they end up calling the turnover. Connor McCaffrey with a skip pass right of the lane. He's so good at threading the needle. Here's Keegan, jump steps into the basket and scores. A foul called on Michigan State. Keegan Murray put his head down, drove through Malik Hall to Bohannon. Jordan with 4 to shoot. Let's fly with a long 3. God, he rattled it in. Unbelievable with Christie right in his kisser. Leaves it for a trailing Keegan Murray. Now to Bohannon. Step back 3. God! Tom Izzo has seen this act before.
He certainly has. Back-to-back 3s by Jordan Bohannon.
Far corner Sanford. Right of the lane for Keegan Murray. Turns, stands, faces Hall. Step back jumper, money. The guitar man strums another one through the nets. Toussaint gets it to Keegan. Murray jump passes to Chris. Brother Chris for 3. Good. That's brotherly love there. Chris for 3 more? Yes, sir. Took a lap around the track. Hit the square and down through. Trying to put the hammer down with the Hawks up 20. Drives in, scores in the lane. and says we don't need to be in a hurry. Chris for 3 more. Got it. Oh, my goodness. Chris Murray, 75-49 Iowa. Toussaint around a Nebraska screen, gets to the basket, throws up a shot. Good. Somehow it went down. Joe Toussaint is staying down, though, injured.
He's all right. He got contorted a little bit. Took a wild, crazy shot in there, and the body just kind of went one way, and they fell on him.
Joe 86 and Michigan State 60. The Hawkeyes get it done in impressive fashion and now sit at 19-8 on the year.
The Heartland is brought to you by the University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. And by Athletico Physical Therapy. It all starts here.
This evening, the Hawkeyes will sense the passion, the reaction of the Nebraska fan base, and it won't all be pretty. It's a frustrated lot that's endured a 7-20 season from Coach Fred Hoiberg's team. McGowan's driving inside, his layup, no good, too strong. Strong rebound by Perkins. Tony's pedaling the other way. McCaffrey pulls up, shoots a 3 in transition. Good. McCaffrey. Connor McCaffrey tries to match it and does. McCaffrey 2 for 2. He's 2 for 2 the last 3 games. Bohannon, left wing for Perkins, 4 to shoot. Tony, a step back 3 is splashdown. Oh man, did that look pretty. Looking now, lobs it over the top. Keegan Murray with a dunk. Derek Walker slaps himself in the head, so that's on me. Hawks have a new possession. J-Bo for 3. Good! Right in the kisser of Kobe Webster. With a clear out. Tony all the way. Lobs it up. Good. Left of the lane. Tony Perkins. Back to back. Getting better. Bohannon around a screen by Connor McCaffrey. A bounce to a trailing Keegan Murray, and he dumps it through, and Freddie Hoiberg sniffs an Iowa run and calls a timeout.
Yeah, we're starting to wear down Nebraska. They don't go deep.
Chris Murray left side. Pass fake, drives inside, leans in with a jump shot. Good. Chris Murray taking over. Iowa by 8. Here's Chris Murray driving inside with an emphatic squash. A big-time dunk. Final score, 88-78, as the Hawks put 52 on the board in the second. Iowa basketball concludes its home schedule for this year, hosting the Northwestern Wildcats. 2 of tonight's senior honorees, Jordan Bohannon and Connor McCaffrey. Good man-to-man defense. J-Bo forces up a 3, and that's when he's at his best. Northwestern man-to-man. Connor for 3. Good. He starts it out hotter than a pistol. Iowa defense has been better, at least to this point tonight. Here's a backdoor lob and a crushing dunk by Keegan Murray. Aaron Eulis with the lob. 3 on the way. Good by Bohannon. Here's a steal by Keegan Murray, and look out below. Jump the route at midcourt. See you later. Throws to a wide open Connor McCaffrey on the wing. His 3 is good. What a turnaround for number 30. And the late season roll continues for Iowa as Iowa gets to 21 wins on the year and 11-7 in the Big Ten.
Things are going great. A month into the job, had a few prospective student athletes come to campus, take a look at what it would be like to be a Hawkeye here. Like day 2 on the job, I had recruits come in because I wanted them to feel the environment of a home dual meet here at University of Iowa in Carver Hawkeye Arena. I know it's a huge tool for them to get a sense of what it would be like to be a student athlete here. University of Iowa, people love wrestling in the state of Iowa. I think it's really nice to feel the genuine support from the community for women's wrestling. Mainly because, my time coming through as an athlete, these opportunities weren't really there for us. Surprising and not surprising, but very much felt and appreciated. I think for me, the biggest challenge is over the 10 weight classes that we have, how do we build that program? How fast do I bring in people or not? I think for me, things change along the way as far as that goes. I have something in mind, of my goal, of what it could look like in the sense of what makes sense, but it might look completely different. I am grateful that we have a year to build. I think it allows you know, the opportunity to do it right. That is a question I get. Who do I think that we're gonna compete against? You know, I hope, you know, other college programs like Big 10, Big 12, big Power 5 conferences, I hope they jump on board and start a women's program, because that's benefits everybody, you know, benefits the sport of women's wrestling, benefits the sport of wrestling in general. I feel, you know, I'm not like shy to say that I want that. I want that competitiveness for the University of Iowa and for the athletes that come here. People know what it means to be able to like be an environment here, you know, at University of Iowa, and want to be a part of that brand, you know, and the opportunity to compete, you know, at a Division I program. I'm competitive, so I'm gonna make sure that I give the athletes, the student athletes that come here, give them the best opportunities to reach their fullest potential. So, you know, there's a lot of women's wrestling programs out there for colleges, but nothing like University of Iowa.
Today's broadcast is sponsored by Extreme, powered by Mediacom, the internet preferred by Hawk fans. U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless and the official wireless provider of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Latham High-Tech Seeds is proud to partner with the Iowa men's basketball team in raising money for every free throw made by the Hawkeyes all season long through the Hawkeye Charity Stripe promotion. All proceeds benefit the American Cancer Society and Coaches vs. Cancer program here in the state of Iowa. Latham High-Tech Seeds, cheering on the Hawkeyes from the free throw line and helping with cancer awareness efforts all across the state of Iowa.
And we're off. Final event of the day, section 3 of 3, men's 4x400. Modest of Ohio State, Stewart of Iowa, and Vaughn of Indiana. Iowa's 3:02.40 from the Tyson Invitational has him ranked second in the country right now. Gillum trying to make that move, and James is gonna fight back. Strong move from James to try and hold that inside position on the turn, but Gillum is gonna get it.
He'll be handing off to Genoa McIver, our 600-meter champion.
Genoa McIver, 600-meter champion. However, he's the number 3 400-meter runner in the country. He's run 45.39, and he just has that relaxed stride. And the Iowa Hawkeyes down the home stretch. Genoa McIver, the 600-meter champion, he's gonna bring it home. The Hawkeyes are your 4x400-meter champion, and they're your Big Ten champions. Genoa McIver splits 45 seconds, and he's gonna dance on them.
Feels great, man. You know, we've been battling this for since last year, really. I mean, just always setting that goal high. We have a expectation to be Big Ten champs every time we step on the track and start our season. And yeah, I'm just really proud of the guys. They had to be really resilient this weekend. They had to fight through a lot of adversity, and you know, I'm just proud of how they came out and competed, and they put their best selves out there this weekend and did a tremendous job. This is a total team effort. I mean, we scored in every event, from the throws to the jumps to the multis, you know, to the distance and everything in between, the hurdles, the sprints. So it's a total team effort, and that's what you need to do to be able to win a Big Ten title.
This has been a presentation from Learfield,